Good morning, you're watching Amuseaholics, and today we're at Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen.
Yeah, a bit chilly, isn't it today?
Yes, Denmark is quite cold even this time of year, which is quite bizarre actually. We just came from Poland, it was 22 degrees.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's about 8 degrees today, but it is sunny, so it's not too bad. It's the wind chill really that gets you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're really excited to be here in Tivoli for our first ever visit.
Yeah, really excited.
Yeah, there's loads and loads of different attractions here, beautiful gardens to see, there's some shows on as well. And yeah, so we're really looking forward to discovering everything here for the first time. So it's, this amusement park's located in sort of the Copenhagen city centre. It's 180 years old this year.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the third oldest amusement park in the world. So yeah, we're really looking forward to getting in and trying out the different rides and attractions here. Just having a walk around, taking the atmosphere. We've also got we went for Tivoli Extra ticket, which includes a food and drink voucher. So we're going to be trying that shortly as well. And
yeah,
see
the
what
food options look really nice actually.
Yeah, there's a good variation of food options, so we'll get a little bit of footage of that later on, and obviously show you what we chose and what we thought of it.
Yeah, first impressions, it looks beautiful around here. I mean, it's just all the scenery is fantastic. So
yeah, it looks really nice. It's a pleasant escape from the city centre landscape. You walk in and you're basically transported. You just about see the skyscrapers on the outskirts, but you're literally transported into this beautiful garden. So yeah, we're looking forward to having a walk through and seeing what today holds.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get into the park. So we're here at the entrance to Tivoli Gardens. So they've got some beautiful authentic architecture here. Looks like it's the 180th birthday, third oldest theme park, or amusement park should I say, in the world. Right next door, there's a Lego store. As you know, just do a quick turn around, you can see we are literally right in the middle of Copenhagen. Very centralised location. Here we are inside Tivoli Gardens, greeted by a beautiful pathway and a restaurant over on the left hand side. You look all the way back on yourself, the service centre's just over on the back there if you need that. And the first thing you need to do when you get in here if you've pre-booked is to collect your ride pass. So you can do that over here on one of these kiosks here by the restaurant. So you just come over here, you can change the language to English, scan your tickets on the phone and then collect your ride passes. So here we have our ride wristbands. You can see they have like a contactless point on them. We've gone for the Pass Plus, which gets you into Villa Vendetta and everything else ride related and attraction related. So you just put this on your wrist and then you can use this to access the rides. So we're just taking a walk down the first path after the entrance. We've got a beautiful sort of Asian themed theatre over on the left hand side. I say theatre, it's more of a stage really. We'll carry on through. There's a funny statue there, look. At the bottom of the first walkway there's a beautiful area here. It looks a bit like a fountain but it's not, and there's sort of tubes with some bubbles coming up. And in the background there's a beautiful restaurant as well. Just a little further down the main path, so you've got the main Tivoli stage. And more restaurants. There seems to be a lot of places to eat and drink here. Even if you weren't interested in rides, it looks like it'd be a really good place to come and just spend an evening. Get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Just enjoy some nice food and drink and maybe a bit of pantomime. Just to the left, I think we found the roller coaster, the traditional roller coaster station. It's around here somewhere. I can see it running just up in the distance, can't quite see for the tree. Ah, here we go. This looks like the right entrance. Looking forward to giving this roller coaster over 100 years old ago. Just past roller coaster is the mine. The entrance is just here.
Vi gerne prøve min. Ja. Lækker.
Oh yeah. Here we go on the mine. Got our little Tivoli blasters. Not sure what these are for yet. We'll find out.
Yeah, they're very cold.
Woo! Woo! Thought we were going under then. Ah. 10 points to Galley. Yeah. Well, we've just taken our first ride on the roller coaster.
Wush banner or something it's called, like.
Yeah, translates to roller coaster. Yeah, what an interesting ride actually. I cannot believe, you know, it's well over 100 years old.
Yeah, it's smooth for an old ride as well.
It's clearly been very well looked after.
Yeah.
The manual brakeman on there and the lack of checking your restraints are a nice touch. To make you feel extra safe. No, it isn't. It's a pretty. It's pretty safe. There's no. There's a tiny bit of airtime in there, but it's not a very intense ride. In fact, it's probably the least intense wood coaster I've ever been on. To be honest, it is very much a family thrill ride. There's a few people on there having a good scream just for fun, but it's not scary. The best thing about that ride really is the setting. I mean, obviously you go up and through like an artificial mountain.
Yeah.
And there's some interesting set pieces in there, which I wasn't expecting. Some polar bears.
Yeah, you get a bit of a good view as well. A bit of a good view of Copenhagen and around the park there as well. Yeah, that's right. When you're on the higher levels and you're sort of going through the dips, there's some good views to be had over the park as well, which is quite nice. And yeah, it's just a good all-rounder, isn't it? Really. Yeah, nice little ride.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's not really a thrill ride particularly. It's just a nice. I think it's designed for the general public in mind. You know, obviously the people that attend this park are going to be people who just want to have a little bit of fun and they're not maybe into intense rides, that sort of thing. There is obviously a more intense B&M coaster here, which we'll try in a bit, but Yeah, we enjoyed Rollercoaster for what it was, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good, yeah.
So yeah, we also tried the mine, which is next door.
Yeah.
And it's part of the same structure.
Like a shooting ride?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a shooting, water, dark boat ride.
Yeah.
Didn't think much of the shooters, it made no sense. They were like giant iron ones.
Yeah.
The button had no sort of press to it, so you couldn't tell if it was working or not. There was no sort of visual indication that anything was being shot, but there was like a pew 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 when you press the button, but you couldn't tell if that was you or somebody else. So
as a dark ride, I liked it though.
Yeah, as a shooting ride, absolutely the worst.
Yeah.
But as a dark ride, standalone, yeah, actually, it was a nice little ride.
There is like a little scoreboard as you come out to the station with your scores on it. So if you wanted to check what your scores are, it's not actually on the ride, but it's on when you come off. It shows you on the board.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to know that, then.
Yeah, I mean, I decided not to bother again. I just wanted to take in the set pieces because there's some really nice set pieces in there. It's quite a cool little dark ride. Yeah, so I enjoyed it for that. But yeah, the shooter ride, not great.
No.
So.
Still a good ride though. Still a good dark ride.
Yeah, it's a dark ride. It's okay. You can tell it's got some age on it, and it's but it was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah, little dwarves. It's cute.
Yeah, that's it. It had charm, didn't it? That's what it had. So, right then, let's continue around the park and see what else we can find. Here we have Tik Tak. I think it's fair to say this is going to be translated to TikTok. You can see there's a nice clear clock theming here. Oh, okay. So the ride can pivot forwards and backwards as well as rotating round. But it looks like it can spin the whole way around actually. Oh my goodness. Here we have the Galley ships. It's a lot faster than I was expecting. Here we go on the Galley ships. Whee! Pretty good little ride that was. Yeah. I really like the cannonball effect, like the ship in the middle shooting you. See just there, the ship in the middle. It was just like it was shooting at us. So we're just in the cafe. Next to the Galley ships, you can see them just there going around in the background. In the meantime, we decided to have a cake, haven't we, Kaylee? Yeah, yeah, so we've got a hot cocoa, a couple of fresh cakes on the counter. Really like the theming in here. It's sort of like amusement park circus themed. All the different lights. And down a side street, just next to the Gallery of Pirates. Got quite a few more eateries here. Some schnitzel and bratwurst. Some more carnival games down here as well. Really love the quirky things up on the top. Hey, there's whiskey in the jar. So this is where a lot of the carnival games are. The roller coaster up in the background. This is around the other side.
Oh, there's some arcades, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there's some few gambling machines and perhaps an arcade down there. A funny building with some giraffes' heads sticking out over it here. It's like a bit of an art gallery. There's all sorts of strange things in here. It's very unusual, very different from your average amusement park. Even the steps have got a funky design. Oh yeah. A little bit of a shooting game over on the right. We're going to give the fun house a try. Hello. Here we are in the fun house. It's pretty. Should we start down here? It looks pretty non-linear, this one. Whey! Woo! Oh, classic, Galley, classic. Let's have a go then. Whey! Woo!
You feel like hamster in the wheel?
A little bit, yeah. Whey! Bit of a climbing wall. Spiral staircase. It's very odd how it's non-linear, isn't it? Let's try getting up then, I guess. I'm gonna take the easy way. Check out this bridge. You wanna go first, Kay? Woo! Whee! Woo! Ooh. You spin me right round. Yeah. Woo! Whoa! It's quite quick actually.
It's quite fast, yeah.
Woo!
It's only awesome. That's the difficult one.
And oh. Whew. 3. We've got our moving floors.
Oh, this is weird.
Oh yeah, the floor's weird. Hey. Woo, round we go. Oh, which way are you going? Woo. Oh, look at that one, Kay. To the bridge. Here we go. Whee! The airtime bridge. Whee! Whee! Oh, I think we found the way to the biggest slide. Well, be rude not to, I suppose. Whee! Woohoo! Here we are at the entrance to the Milky Way Probably saying that incorrectly. The Milky Way Express, when translated to English. Nice bit of theming on this new coaster, opened in 2019. More nice theming elements in the queue line. Luckily there's no queue this morning, so looking good. Here we are on the Milky Way Express station. Ooh, 2 laps of the Milky Way Express. Love the theming on the front of the car on this one. Into the helix.
Well, we just had a bit on the Milky Way ride, roller coaster.
Yes, the Milky Way Express. It's a pretty new power coaster here at Tivoli Gardens, opened in 2019. And it's not a bad ride, is it?
Yeah, it's a pretty good power coaster.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's about what you expect from a power coaster. It's not mega intense, it's not mega fast. It's there's a good bit towards the end, isn't there?
Yeah, it's good for views as well.
Yeah, you do get quite a good view of Tivoli up there. There's this sort of there's a helix up in the middle of the track, sort of middle of the circuit. There's a helix up on top of one of the show buildings, so you can have a good look around the park from there, which is pretty cool. There is a good part, especially towards the end, when you rush into a tunnel right before the station. But yeah, you know, it's just a nice little family ride, really. I think this park's aiming to be accessible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a lot of the rides that they've got here are pretty tame for the most part, or on the other side of things, there are a few more intense rides we've seen, but they tend to be flat rides, more amusement park rides rather than roller coasters.
It's fun, you know. Good atmosphere.
Yeah, that's right. The atmosphere is really nice. There's lots to see and do. And yeah, I did enjoy the Milky Way Express. I think it's nice to listen to this park.
Yeah, it's really good. Really small.
Just past the Milky Way Express. On the left, you've got the donut factory, and we get closer to the Oriental area. Nice entrance gate here. You can see Damon in the background. It's pulling round into the station. Really like the Oriental aesthetic here. Alright, let's jump on and give this coaster a go. just took a ride on Demon.
Yeah, good ride.
Yeah, B&M Flawless Coaster. Yeah, the layout's a little bit short on that one. It looks really nice. It fits in really nicely with the Oriental area. The theming on the sort of ride itself isn't particularly heavy. The station, it's not really that well themed. But the colour scheme fits in really nicely. And yeah, I'd say it was an okay ride. We were a little bit disappointed for a B&M, weren't we?
Yeah, I didn't think it was as intense as I was expecting. But...
No, that's right. I mean, the drop didn't come with any real force, did it? The next thing you know, you were just in the loop, and there's a couple of decent twists and turns there, but it's got the older type restraints on there as well, and it just sort of knocks you around a little bit, doesn't it? So.
And the flawless feeling was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it was nice having your legs dangling. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the B&M inverted coasters like Nemesis and that sort of thing. And it does have the roar that Nemesis has when it drops, which is quite nice. Obviously, being called the Demon, that's quite appropriate as well. But yeah, not quite the thrill we were hoping for, was it, that one?
No, it's not, like I said, it's not as intense as I was expecting, but it was still a good ride.
Yeah, it's a decent coaster, and the most intense coaster that's here at Tivoli Gardens. But yeah, the more and more, we're really enjoying our day here, but I think we are getting the impression this is very much aimed at general public and sort of families with younger children, really, isn't it, for the most part?
Yeah.
With the odd, with the occasional thrill seeker, such as you know, teenagers and people in the young 20s thrown in there.
To be fair though, there is a few flat rides that look quite intense that we haven't done yet. So.
That is true. Yeah, there are a few. Obviously, Tik Tak we saw earlier. We went past that one for now. We're going to come back to it later, just because I don't know how I'm going to be on that one. So it looks a little bit spinny for my liking, but I'll certainly give it a try later.
There's obviously a drop tower on that as well. So.
Yeah, there's a drop tower around the corner. Should we get a try as well? It doesn't look ridiculously high, but yeah, we're going to head on around there now. Love the wind chimes and the spinny elements on the gate into the Oriental section. So let's give the flying trunk a go. Let's head in.
First, a tale of a soldier who finds gold, spends it all, and steals a tinderbox. Then falls in love with a princess and causes great trouble, helped by 3 big dogs, but gets to be king. Gossip, gossip. One loose little feather may easily grow into 5 dead hens. There's no doubt about it.
Interesting little dark ride, this one.
A lovely butterfly helps Thumbelina sail away from Mother Toad and her ugly son. Many adventures lie ahead. I know this because my friend the swallow sang to me the whole story. Thumbelina saved the swallow's life, you know. In return, he introduced her to the King of Flowers, and they fell in love. The little mermaid left her beautiful undersea home to see the world. She came to love a human, and so made her father.
Oh dear.
You see, she loved a young man whose life she saved, and asked the witch for legs so she could be with him. But, as often happens, she could not have everything she wanted. Now we come to the story of the most steadfast tin soldier. This handsome tin soldier loved a ballerina. While the other toys played, he only looked at her. The soldier had a great adventure involving a paper boat, a sewer, a large rat, and a big fish. Through it all, he stood straight and tall, as a soldier should. Some people believe flattery, others praise stuff they cannot see. So it was with the emperor's new clothes. Only a little child dared say, "Look, he has nothing on." Once there was a duckling unlike other ducklings. The ducks and chickens bullied and bit him and called him ugly until he flew away. All through the autumn, In winter, he was lonely and sad. Then he met some beautiful swans and discovered that he too was a swan. Nature always sets things right. The little match girl lights a match to warm her hands and dreams of a warm house with a Christmas tree and roast goose. Soon she'll be far away in a place where there's no cold, no hunger. Can an artificial nightingale sing as beautifully as a real one? Only the real one could bring tears to the emperor's eyes and soul. Once, a wicked demon invented a distorting mirror which fell to earth in 1,000,000 pieces, falling into people's eyes and into their hearts, which turned to ice. This happened to a boy named Kai, who then was taken away by the Snow Queen. Little Gerda, Kai's friend, bravely set out to find him. A friendly crow gave advice, and a swift reindeer carried her northward as she searched for the Snow Queen's castle. Kai and Gerda are safely home, but watch out. The wicked demons are still causing mischief. The shepherdess and the chimney sweep decided to run away from her disapproving grandfather. But the world is so big. Still, the story has a happy ending. This is how it feels to fly through the night in a magical flying trunk. Just as the rich merchant's son did when he flew to the castle of the beautiful princess. I would tell the wonderful tale he told the king and queen, but we're out of time and the next story awaits. A prince came to this castle with wonderful gifts, but the princess scorned them and refused to see the prince. In disguise, he got a job as imperial swineherd and made musical pots and such that so charmed the princess that she kissed him. But, discovered by the emperor, they were banished. Out with you! The prince said, thou wouldst kiss a swineherd for a musical pot and not have a prince or prize his gifts? Then he left the princess and went home. How do you know when a young lady is a princess? Why, place a pea under 20 mattresses and 20 feather beds. If the lady says the bed was lonely, she's a true princess. It's not always the one who can recite the dictionary or knows embroidery who wins the lady. Sometimes dead crows and billy goats will do the trick. Just ask Jack the Duck. Thank you for joining me in my flying trunk. I always enjoy sharing my fairy tales.
Here at Tivoli Gardens, they have a number of different locker stations like this one. There's like a computerized thing in the middle, and you can press rent locker, and then you can choose your elevation and how long. And as you can see, it's 50 Danish kroner for 1 day. You press pay and then unlock the locker for you. Here we are over at Fata Morgana, the tower-based ride. And here you have the choice of going on the Animals, which is just sort of a more moderate spin and fly around up on the tower, or also the Twirl, which is a more intense spin and actually tilts you out slightly as well. Here it goes. Here we go on the Camel Trail. Hey. Final coaster cred for this park, eh, Kayla? Here we go! Woo! Hey. It's quite whippy over that hill, isn't it? Yeah. Multiple laps. That's the good thing about the kiddie coasters, eh? Hey! There goes the camel. Woo! Oh, 3 laps. Yeah, it's reasonably quick, isn't it, over this bump? Here we go. Woo! That's not a bad little coaster, really. Oh, a 4th lap. Oh. Yeah. Whee! 5 laps. Here we go, one last time, I bet. Whee! Woo! Oh yeah, the brakes hit hard, don't they, when they yeah, it's not a bad little coaster, that wasn't. A cred's a cred. Just outside the exit to the Camel Trail. There's a beautiful area with a lake and some water fountains. See a pirate ship in the distance. Here we are on the queue for the Golden Tower. As we carry on past the Golden Tower and down into the Orient section, there's the fountain again on the right hand side, and there's a lovely little bridge here you can cross to take you back towards the entrance to the park that we came in earlier, over by roller coaster and so on. Nice little boat attraction on the left, look. Take your own boats for a ride. Fountain seems to be in full swing now. It's a really interesting concept, actually. Sort of shooting out from the sides and into the middle, creating almost like a dome. Lots of nice places to eat and drink over on the other side as well. I think that's a big part of what Tivoli's about. I did see a sign earlier saying there's going to be a Tivoli food festival as well, so I think it's all about just coming out, having a good time, having a few drinks and some nice food. A little bit different to normal theme park food. So we decided to try the food hall, and we've got Kung Fu, which is included in our meal voucher. And for that we've got 2 bell buns with some spring rolls and some crispy bits, and a drink each. So yeah, we'll give this a try now and see what we think. Is that right, Kaylee?
Yeah, it looks nice.
So we just had our bell buns from Kung Fu.
Yeah, really tasty.
Yeah, they were really nice actually. You get 2 spring rolls and 2, I think they're like potato almost, aren't they? Crispy potato type things, yeah. With a little bit of spice to them, and a couple of dips as well. Yeah, really, really nice. Really enjoyed it. It was definitely better than your average theme park food, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was really, really good. But what I did notice was you can actually access the food hall from the outside, so that's why we had to get a stamp when we came in, so they know that we go back to Tivoli.
Yeah, that's right. So it's accessible both from the gardens and from outside the garden, so you can come in outside from the street and just enjoy a bit of the food, Tivoli food hall, without even having an entry, which is interesting. Perhaps that's why the quality is a bit better, because it's kind of an open food hall, not just for the theme park, perhaps. But yeah, there's loads of different venues in there. There's sushi, there's fish and chips, there's chicken, curry, Thai curry, burgers. Yeah, there's so many different things in there. The choice is absolutely astounding, so without a doubt we definitely recommend that for the choice.
Yeah, it's a good
And yeah, as Kelly mentioned, if you do have to come out of the gardens, and you just need to get yourself a stamp from security, so they'll let you back in afterwards. Right then, let's carry on.
Okay.
Over the side of the park from the entrance, there's some good views of some of the buildings outside. And several more eateries along the path. Wine bar there. I must admit, all the eateries here are very high quality. They all look like proper restaurants, sort of just within the park. And now we're over on the other side of the water. You can just see the pirate ship in the distance from earlier. There's a nice little walkway, some small gardens, lots of individual little fountains. So we've made our way over to Villa Vendetta. We're going to head in here now, give this attraction a try. She's included in Tivoli Extra.
We just took a walk through Villa Vendetta. What a great attraction.
Yes, it was absolutely fantastic scare maze. We weren't even 100% sure what it was, were we?
No.
We were fairly certain based on the promotional material and whatever that it was a scare attraction. But until we actually got in there, we didn't realise just how scary it would be, did we?
No, honestly, because the little thing was just retrieve us as well, so that was nice.
Yeah, it was really good. That we just got the timing right, didn't we? And they didn't wait for another group. They were willing to let us through and run the maze with just the two of us in there, which was really nice of them. Yeah. And I think that really did contribute to the experience, to be honest, because obviously we were their only attention. So every single thing basically got us, didn't it?
Yeah. There's some real good jumps in there.
Yeah, there certainly is, isn't there? Yeah.
And the sets, fantastic. The sets are really cool.
I think that's one of the really good things about the all year round scare mazes. They really do put the time and effort into them. They spend the money on them, and it really does show when it comes, to it. The sets are just unbelievable, aren't they? And they're like out of movies, really.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like a movie set, yeah.
Yeah, they were. There was lots of different scenes in there. And I say there was different parts of the villa, like different parts of the house, the lounge and stuff. There was a kitchen, there was like a greenhousey bit. There was loads and loads of variety in there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, and loads of different things that happen as well, not just actors, there's things that happen, and it's really cool effects in there.
Yeah, it was very cleverly done, wasn't it, actually?
Yeah. It was one of my favourite things that I've done here today, if I'm honest, because I just really enjoyed it.
Mine too, to be fair. I mean, that's one thing that's been really nice about Tivoli, actually. It's a very varied park. There's a lot of different things to do here. It's not a one-trick pony in any way, shape or form. It's got a little bit of everything, hasn't it?
Yeah, if you love gardens and flowers as well, fantastic. There's so many different flowers and gardens and that, and just look at it. That's really beautiful.
Yeah, and to be fair, that you touched on earlier, didn't you, that it's really nice that you can come in here without a ride pass, and it's a bit cheaper. So you can just come in and take it all in, appreciate the atmosphere. Maybe buy some food, something like that, and you only have to pay a fraction of what you would normally have to pay to get into a theme park, don't you?
That's right, yeah.
So it is really nice that you can come in here. And obviously, people when they come as a family, there's always somebody who doesn't like rides in there as well. So it is really nice that you can just come in here and just have a wander around and enjoy it.
That's right, yeah. No, definitely recommend that ride. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's no ride. It's not really a ride.
Yeah, it's a scary
ride on
attraction.
the app.
Yeah, that's right, it's an attraction, but just bear in mind, Villa Vendetta is an optional extra if you just have a standard ride pass. If you have the ride pass plus, it's included. So just bear that in mind. Here we are, just walking through the garden area I touched on earlier, just outside Villa Vendetta. It's very peaceful.
Got a house in the water.
Oh yeah, look, in the distance. Little house over there, it's behind the pirate ship.
Is it that for the ducks?
Duck.
Little steps, look.
It could be a duck house.
Oh, there's one here as well, look.
Oh yeah, so close we couldn't see it for our own
It's
noses.
for a duck, I think.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
We'll get some shelter.
A bit closer to the duck house. You see there's a moor hen just in there. And we're a bit closer to the pirate ship as well. It looks like it was a genuine tall ship, to be honest. It's really cool. There is a pontoon over there, but I'm not sure we can get over there today. Well, there's lots of boats out on the lake now on this afternoon. Demon there in the background. We haven't jumped on the boats yet, so I think it's time we went round and had a go ourselves. Yeah, there's a little fish feeding station here, so you can get yourself some fish food over on the Orient Bridge. And yeah, and if you do, this is what's going to happen. We're all going to come say hello. Here we are out on the boating lake. Kaylee's captain of this ship, aren't you, Kaylee? No, the steering doesn't seem very responsive, but it's all good fun. We'll just do our best not to crash into anyone else. Here we are at the entrance to Mons Sunnen. It's a crazy looking ride, this one. Not sure I'm going to fare with it, but gotta give it a go. Tik Tak is an absolutely crazy ride. Like, it's literally 3 degrees of spinning. Can't believe just how intense this ride is. But strangely enough, spinny rides usually make me feel a bit sick. But this, I feel a little bit affected by it. But actually, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a fantastic and unique experience. And the time travel theming has been done so well.
Wow, Tik Tak. Just had a spin on that one.
Yeah, what a crazy ride that was.
Yeah, absolutely nuts ride. That is the most intense ride in this park, in my opinion.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, I mentioned earlier that Demon was, but actually I meant that's the most intense roller coaster here. But yeah, Tik Tak, definitely. I think that translates to TikTok. Had a really nice time machine theme, massive clock on the ceiling, all different dials and gauges on the cars. Really, really nicely put together. The theming on that ride was fantastic for an amusement park.
Yeah, I love the theming. The ride was actually really good. I mean, I thought it'd make you feel a bit more sick than it did actually, but it didn't, to be fair, and that was quite good. So. Yeah,
I was absolutely relieved. I've got to admit, I got on there feeling really intimidated because spinny rides can upset me quite badly sometimes. But I've got to admit, I'm on a good run actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on that ride and I absolutely loved it.
That's good. Yeah, good fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I could go on over and over again. I still felt a little bit affected by it when I got off. But honestly, really thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a very unique experience, wasn't it?
It was a long cycle as well, so it's good value for money, really, if you're just paying for one ticket as well.
Yeah, that's true. If you do pay for one, pay as you go rides, it's a good value ride. That's right. And it's 3-dimensional spinning, isn't it?
Yeah.
And literally, this sort of the forward roll, if you like, is just completely. Just free, isn't it?
Yeah. Like
you can just spin all the way around, upside down. We did double loop the loop, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, so it's absolutely crazy. Couldn't believe it. There goes Rollercoaster.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's an absolutely brilliant ride. It's worth mentioning, even though it's a flat ride, because honestly, that's one of the standouts of this park, I would say.
It is, yeah. It's a fantastic ride, a fantastic theming.
So we're trying some gourmet popcorn in Tivoli. Then we've got cotton candy flavour, strawberry flavour, and cheddar. Cheese! Yeah, actually just tried a bit. It's really, really nice. Very expensive for popcorn, but it is what it says on the tin, gourmet. So if you fancy a treat and you love popcorn, it's a good option. Well, what a fantastic day we've had here at Tivoli. Goodness me, the time's flown by, hasn't it?
It's gone so fast, yeah.
Here we looked at the clock and it's nearly 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we've had a nice relaxing day because the park's been quiet. It's a Thursday. So we just walked on all the rides.
Yeah, we have pretty much, haven't we? I mean, there was a couple of times we waited a little bit for the front, but not really any significant time at all, really. I think the longest, about 5 minutes, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, nothing really to speak of. And it's been really nice exploring Tivoli for the first time. I mean, it is a lovely garden. Absolutely beautiful theme park, isn't it?
It's beautiful, yeah.
Well, amusement park, should I say.
Yeah. It is beautiful, and like I said, the scenery is it's just so calming and relaxing as well. It's just nice just to have a chilled out day, really.
Yeah, it's a welcome escape from the city. I'd say it's very expensive. I wouldn't say it's brilliant value for money in the sense of you compared to certain theme parks and what rides you get and that sort of thing. But I would say it's got something for everyone.
Yeah.
It's a really well balanced park. It's got lots of different types of rides, lots of different types of attractions. There's lots of things to see for people who don't like rides as well. And I think that's quite important. And this is one of the few theme parks I think still in the world, where we visited at least, where you can still just buy an entry ticket and just have a wander around and just take everything in. The other standout thing about this park is the food and drink. There's just restaurants everywhere. Like it reminds me a bit like, in terms of the theory, a bit like City Walk. I mean, the style's completely different, obviously. But, you know, you can go in there and there's lots of really nice places to eat and drink. You know, lots of entertainment to enjoy. And it's just good all round, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of places to eat, like snacks, restaurants, especially a lot of restaurants. There's more restaurants than snack places, I think.
Yeah, I think there is, to be honest, which is quite curious. I mean, there's some street vendors, but I said the food hall played a big part of our day. Obviously, we tried the Kung Fu earlier. But we also know there's even a Wagamama here at the moment, and it looks to me like you can access it from the outside as well. Yeah. So a very similar system. You must have to get yourself stamped so you can go back into the park. So it's quite clever how they've done it, really, how they've integrated it.
Isn't it, you know, really?
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? And yeah, Tivoli Gardens is it's got a very special place, I think.
Yeah.
Because it does have its own sort of uniqueness about it.
Its own charm, hasn't it? You know.
That's right. Yeah. I think it's best for families and that sort of thing, really. There isn't that many thrill rides here, really. If you're a proper thrill seeker, then you might not enjoy it so much. But if you want a nice chilled out day, get away from the bustle of the city, and just take in a wonderful atmosphere with a variety of nice food and drink, then by all means, Tivoli Gardens is worth a visit.
Yeah, it's definitely a good tourist attraction. It's nice, isn't it? You know,
yeah. I think probably the standout was Villa Vendetta, wasn't it, really?
Yeah,
that haunted house is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, as we said earlier, just, you know, world-class haunted house that is.
And Rollercoaster, we did have a go on the back as well. That was really good.
Yeah, Rollercoasters a good standout, isn't it? Over 100 years old, manual brakeman on there. You thought he was standing up, didn't you?
Yeah. Got like a little, like a
his seat's slightly raised, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's but yeah, no, it is brilliant. We went up. It's definitely a backseat ride. We just had another go on there, didn't we? Just before we came over here, and on the back row you get a bit more airtime. So back row ride, that roller coaster.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's about sums it up. That's right. So we hope you liked this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to us and really helps the channel out. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments about anything you've seen today or about Tivoli Gardens, then drop them in the comments below. We'll do our best to answer you as soon as we can.
Yeah, we are heading to Farrup next, I believe.
Yes, Farrup, Surreyland. So we're going to be heading all the way over there by car. So wish us luck.
Long drive.
Yeah.
4.5 hour drive or something, I think. So.
I bet we'll see some beautiful scenery on the way there. Yeah. Well, until then, we hope you get out and explore amusement parks and more. See you next time.